We're at the 3D Entertainment Summit, and what we've got here is the Quontel Pablo Neo. It is a 4K system, but it is used around this town in many of the post and DI houses, not only for DI and color correction work, but also for stereoscopic post-production. The key is being able to edit as well as color correct in stereo and deal with some of the 3D tools. So if we take a look at just editing, first of all, the cool thing about the Pablo is that it recognizes a stereo image, so that if there's a stereo VTR, we can record in left eye and right eye simultaneously. We can edit in stereo, so here just dragging out these clips and just simply being able to put those onto a timeline and create an edit in stereo. We're able to go through and make changes. So if you look here at my interface, I can look at the difference between the left eye and the right eye. I've got different ways of viewing this, but also one of the key things when you're going through the creative process in post-production of 3D is being able to determine how much depth we see, and that is done by the distance between images or the vergence. And one of the cool things about the Pablo is that I can change that distance of depth. So if you look at this text over here, if I make a copy of this, we can see that there's quite a bit of an overlap, and the Pablo allows me to adjust that, right? And by adjusting that, so right now where I've got them overlapped, there's no 3D, it's a pretty flat image, and now I can determine how much of depth I want to be able to create. And being able to do that, it just puts in a simple keyframe on the timeline, and we can play that right away. So there's no guessing what the 3D depth is, and this is the big significant change that Quontel's post-production has brought to the 3D world, is that we're able to look at the images and be able to edit them, color correct them, and also keyframe the amount of vergence between the images, so that the director, the producer can determine how much of the 3D effect they want in their final production. And that's really what the system from Quontel does and delivers to 3D titles.